So this is a short story and video about my dad, Steve Solis. About close to this time last year, October 18th I think it was, I got a call early in the morning from my mom saying your dad had had a stroke. And I didn't really know what that meant. I knew that it was probably bad and I needed to get to Santa Rosa as fast as I could. So I hopped on a bus, got to the hospital, and he was pretty much incapacitated, couldn't speak, couldn't move, pretty much looked like he was gonna die. After months and months of physical therapy and, just really had a lot of support from everyone around him. A lot of people came to visit, show support, either that or through the website we created on Facebook. Either way, he was showing a sign of recovery. He was going on hikes, bike rides, walks, long walks, mobility was coming back. And then somewhere along the line in the last few months, that all started to change. I met a lady this one night, very, very randomly, and started talking to her about things, and she mentioned that her husband, who was with her, had suffered a severe brain injury, and they hadn't been out of the house in weeks, months maybe, and I had told her my dad had just suffered a stroke, which is practically a brain injury, and we started talking about HBOT, hyperbaric oxygen treatment, and from what she had to say, there was no other option in my mind, and that my dad needed to do this. It's not necessarily recognized by a lot of doctors, but because the doctors don't know a lot about the brain. It's still a study that's up in the air. There's so much going on up there. Also, I had talked to my uncle, who's worked with brain injured people for a lot of his life, and he had a lot of good things to say about it as well. And this is pretty much our hope at getting him back to somewhat of a normal life.